Well, as you can see outside, it's supposedly going to rain today. It's not exactly roasty warm out there, but it's not too bad. I think it's supposed to be about 7 degrees Celsius today. Next week, uh, you might see temperatures up to about 14 degrees Celsius, which means we might go out a bit. Yeah. We had Kate's daughter on here yesterday, and I did invite her to join the panel today, so hopefully that's gonna go okay. Don't forget, tonight is the Silver Moon Discord live panel. If you want to be part of that, join the Discord, and even if you're not verified, you would still be able to talk. Because sometimes people do stuff that's unsavory on panels. I don't show the panels on YouTube screen because I don't want to get strikes. So, I wouldn't say that's. I would definitely say that's not never, because we do show panels once in a while, but those are mostly people that I know, and then I know that respect the two terms of service rules, or at least in part they do. Good morning, Grace. How you doing today? So let's get the panel open. Oh, by the way, there's a Trump has announced a $2,000 tariff stimulus check. I do not know how that's gonna work. I do not know how it's gonna get paid, but I do know is that it's got to go through Congress, go through approval. It sounds like it might happen. Also, somebody said something, another YouTuber said something, most people on Social Security disability may see a check for $3,200, either in late November or December. This is a one-time check. I wonder if this is related to the $200 increase that was proposed for Social Security.
Oh, yeah!
Which I don't know what that is or not, but that's what I've heard. But again, I can't confirm it. The person that posted it, the channel was fairly new, and they were not, to my knowledge, using AI, but I never heard of it. So, other than I did hear It's Jimmy talk about something similar. So maybe what she was discussing is similar to what it's Jimmy was discussing on Jimmy's show. That's what he calls the show, Jimmy's show, and then he just renames it. Hi Tiff, good morning to you. Yeah, if they give the 2K, and if the person's right about another 3,200 for people on Social Security, retirement, and veterans, that's moving money right there. That means, yeah, you got it, right? If it comes through. Yeah, if. How many times have I heard money being thrown around like a hack and sack ball? I don't know. But if it is true, number one, we would be able to move just about anywhere in the continental United States. Yes, Doodles. That would even mean your area down there in New Jersey, that very expensive posh town of Rivervale. Well, at least I'd be able to get there. It doesn't mean I'll be able to pay the mortgage. At least you would be able to get there. At least I would be able to. Or you wanted to go to Gatlinburg in Tennessee. Well, I don't know nothing about Gatlinburg. But he doesn't really know much about Paducah. I did a lot of research on Paducah. Gatlinburg and Paducah are both kind of tourist traps. So I wonder, it's just kind of weird that all these numbers are being thrown out after the government had been shut down for almost 45 days. 48. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's an example of what I call, let's make sure to piss off everybody. Well, anyway, the Democrats are certainly crying in their beer now because they realize they have just basically blew a lot of their opportunities. Like a cheap date. Seriously, they have. The Democrats, their whole movement was to get something and to discredit Trump. I'm not saying Trump totally came out of it without bruises, but I think Trump did pretty well trying to get the Republicans to realize that they need to act on this and get this government reopened right away. And that's something that's important. So, how you doing, Thomas? A Land of Dreams. Yeah, listen, one of the lines of our song there for Life in Silver Moon. A Land of Dreams with Carmen Miranda. Absolutely. Well, technically, I had a woman visit me that was about the size of Tina. I didn't have to modify anything. But, this is something to keep in mind. So, either way, 17 people on 4 likes, 22 views, 3 minutes and 57 seconds engagement. Considering the show has only been on for about 3 minutes, I guess that's reasonable. So the panel is open right now. It's BGE. BGE. Me and Kate's daughter had a pretty good conversation yesterday after the show. We talked about a couple things. She invited me to her server, which I'm on her server too. So you might see some new faces today on the 4 networks. But, so I actually asked her to ask the people to be respectful too. So, she said people leave because they keep getting kicked. I said, well, that's kind of funny because then I went through her ban list with her. I said, you don't recognize any of these people? She said, no, I don't recognize any of those people. That's my point, because they're none of your people. No, because I saw that we just had a huge number of views just show up. And I was just curious to see how many people actually are watching, how many views actually came in. That's why. And, so viewer engagement would be kind of an inaccurate number at this point. But, still. Mine work says... Okay, that's what you said. My work, we're better known as Red. Yeah. Anyway, so People of Peace, as you know, is blocked. And I know why I blocked him, so I'm not going to say who blocked him because I did. Because he can get on your nerves. But please understand, I don't like blocking people. I really don't like blocking them. Okay, I thought I just heard a dinger donger. I heard something, but it wasn't a dinger donger. Oh, well, I'll have my cursor ready to go ahead and hit the accept button when it comes up. Anyway, so the only reason I ever block anyone long term is if they are one of two reasons. Actually, I think of three. One, they're a total asshole. All right, if you're a total asshole, and I mean really asshole, I'm not talking about just a minor asshole, but one who likes to really tear up the audience, you're done. Okay? If you are doing things that clearly are in violation of terms of service, you're done. And the last one, which is kind of hard because I can't always verify it, if you are confirmed to be a pedo, or unwelcome here. I don't want to deal with pedos. I don't want to deal with murderers. I want to deal with creeps. Okay? I just don't. Right. Exactly. Jeff, exactly. Sometimes it is a requirement. Good morning, Bradley. How you doing today? What makes people a piece and asshat is the fact is that he monopolizes the whole conversation. He doesn't let you speak your mind. He interrupts you over and over again. That was why he got blocked, was because you asked him nicely to give people a chance to talk, and he would take the whole conversation, steer it to him. That was why. Because he doesn't listen. And I'll be honest, I still don't think he would listen. Good morning, Tiger. Are you feeling any better? I hope you're feeling better today. Not to the same level. No, besides, this is Michelle Channel. She has the right to do that. It's needed, yeah. Tiger, I let people know that you were in mourning about the dog. So they know what happened. And I'm personally still very sad that you lost your friend. You know, she'd been with you all those years. I mean, you knew her ever since you got her as a puppy. I'm sorry. Sooner or later, it's going to happen to Rusty. Either he's just going to, one day I'm going to wake up and he's not going to be with us anymore, or our pets are part of our lives in a lot of ways. And that's the reason why it's so sad to lose a loved one, even a family member, because they become a part of your family. Some people here on this program, I'm not going to give names, have had problems with their family, the human family too, and health problems. And it's heartbreaking. It is. Yeah. So we'll try to keep things kind of on a happy feeling. At least we'll try anyway. I talked to Kate yesterday. And she and I talked on Discord. And she turns out that she was just a bit upset with Noodles because she didn't understand how me and him worked. She said, I thought you had to give him the money all the time you get donations. I said, no. Doesn't work that way. I said, I went to the Chiller Theater because he thought it would be good. And it was kind of okay. Wasn't quite my kind of content, but I went anyway. I paid for the hotel room. I paid for the tickets for the event. Okay. Yeah, he and I paid for our meals. We both kind of went Dutch on the food. So it wasn't like I got stuck with all the tab. And she said, I didn't know that. I said, yeah. She said, but sometimes he could be a bit much. I said, yes, he can be. But for the most part, he's not a bad guy. He just can be. I think he's got a little bit of Sagittarius in him. I think he might be a Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. Which is okay, I guess. I mean, he's kind of got the Sagittarius energy of the get up and go. I'm a homebody. I like to stay at home most of the time. Yeah, fans paid, correct. They did. Hello, David. That's how you doing. I lost both dogs a year apart. People here gave you all the money for the trip and the tickets. Correct, they did. Yeah. And then Michelle put the money into the credit card to pay for everything. Correct again. So there was no sneakiness. She thought I was giving the money to Noodles. I said, no. I said, no, it didn't work that way. I took care of all the tabs. So that was one of the things she didn't understand. I said, the donations that came in from me was used to pay for the tickets and the room. I arranged everything. So I said to her nicely, I said, would you be willing to work with me and keep things on a peaceful keel? When anything that's bothering between you and anyone else, please don't bring it onto my show. It's not what I want. I don't want to have a drama program. Real world trauma is the pits as it is. I don't need to have, pretentious trauma. I got the real world drama to deal with every day. Just getting up in the morning and dealing in everyday life is sometimes can be pretty traumatic. Yeah. Yeah, pretentious drama sucks, but then real life drama sucks too. I mean, I'll be honest, they both do. Unfortunately, the real world drama, you can't always get away from it. You can dream about it. You can dream that one day we'll all be sitting around a campfire and singing Kumbaya and roasting marshmallows and acting like no bad stuff ever happens. But the sad truth is that's not what happens in real life. And so we just gotta try to deal with the real world stuff. Exactly, Tiff. But there are people who do love watching that stuff. There are plenty of channels for them on YouTube. They can go to any one of those drama channels and have all the fun and sink their teeth into that if that's what they want. But I'm not a drama channel. I really don't want to bring up drama. So, as far as what I've read, what I've heard about the $2,000 stimulus. Oh, thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Please stay away from Azria. She's crazy.
Well, I'll certainly keep her on a short leash. How about that for the answer? The problem with Leos is that they get hot. Ask me about Blazing Leo. And I'm not even sure why Blazing Leo is still mad at me after all these years. After 2 years, I never did anything wrong to Blazing Leo. She was a Leo. We got along at first really well, and then something went wrong when we got into a bit of a row. And then the next thing you know, she said she hates my guts, and she used to like my guts. So I'm not sure what to say. Yeah, I do. I saw a picture of Foodie Beauty, by the way. She has a couple things in common with Tina, by the way. So, because like I told Hike, I said Foodie Beauty kind of looks like Tina. They're both larger people, you know. She's younger than Tina, but don't worry, the WEF will make sure they're gone in due time. Yeah. By the way, I had to show my ID to a Stripe for Kick because they didn't have my ID on file, and so I could get paid. So I might be getting some money from the Kick payments, which I haven't been getting. And it turns out it's because Stripe didn't have my ID on file. Now they do. So hopefully now any money that's owed to me will be paid out. No, not Tina from Low Cal Queens. Our Tina. Foodie Beauty looks like she could be one of her daughters. That's what I mean. She's a fire sign. She's a Leo. She's a lioness in tarot, also known as the Sun card. She would be the Queen of Wands in tarot. She's also in the tarot readings as well. Right, I don't know how funny Foodie Beauty is, but I saw that they look very similar to each other. But Foodie Beauty is younger than Artina. That I saw. And then of course, is there another version of anybody on YouTube that's like Michelle or me? I don't know, though. We're kind of unique. We really are unique. We're not too many like me. Well, I don't exactly stay in a vertical position either. When I'm done with the show, I tend to lay down a lot too because my back hurts, and then it's like you know. But I'm trying to stay active, but mediocre results. I can be honest when I say that. Of course, right now it's I think you got it too hot in this room. I do. I need to turn the thermostat down a little bit. It's a little hot in here. Well, they already have a mattress line for. It's called Queen. She's the queen size, which is the same size mattress that's on my bed. We got a full, not a queen. Oh, that's true. That's a little longer. No, it just hurts when I stand a lot. This chair's not the problem. It's just I have to bend down to see the chat. I can turn the monitor up like this, or I can bring it forward to me like this too. But it's because my chair is higher up now. So I just gotta make sure to tilt the monitor up so I can see the chat without having to bend down so damn much. This chair is like 3 inches higher than the other when it was before. Take off the damn wheels, and then it sure would be the same height. That's true, but then kind of like being the lady that surveys. It sits high up. It's like driving in a tractor trailer truck. Oh, you need an air ride tractor trailer seat. Yeah, the matching compressor for it, right? That'd be good for driving the truck, right? I'm inflating my seat. Yeah, good to see you putting that one on your button box. I don't have enough buttons on your button box to do recordings. Oh, yeah. I fixed the chair. It's the cylinder that's higher. I think the base is a little bit heavier, too. It's higher in the base. But on the other hand, it does work very well. I'm using my old wheels because the new wheels it came with were kind of sucky. They were double wheels with plastic bases. And my wheels are rated for 500 pounds each. So the hydraulic cylinder is rated for 1,000 pounds, and then the base is rated for 2,500. But the double rubber wheels just sucked. I don't think they would survive very long on the floor. They really wouldn't. But the biggest shocker is the height of the hydraulic cylinder. I didn't realize that cylinder was so high up. Maybe what you should do is since you don't really use the cylinder to elevate you up in the air, maybe you should just go ahead and just replace it with a double pipe. That's what I was going to do originally. Go get some black plastic pipe. Like drain pipe? Yeah, drain pipe. And one pipe with an outside diameter of 2 inches and an inside pipe of the 1.1 inches. And then just bevel the ends down on either a lathe or sander with a sander to break a beveled point, and then the two tubes would slide into each other. Because I don't even use the elevator on this thing. I can. It goes up another 6 inches, which if you visualize me putting another 6 inches to my height, oh my God! You put another 6 inches, you'll be like, here's who you are now. You'll be up here somewhere. And then next thing I'll be like, oh shit, I gotta bring my monitor up. Now I have to bring up my camera. Yeah, you would have to change the whole layout. I can do it with this monitor here. I brought this monitor up 3 inches. Well, one over here. But this monitor I can't. Well, unless I take out the Allen screws and then I bring this up 3 inches, then I would have to adjust that camera 3 inches. And so that's kind of a bit of a pain. I don't want to do that. Yeah, panel is already open. BGE is open. I'm looking now. There's no one here on BGE right now. Chris is right there to go ahead and right where it would be on the screen so I can hit accept. I don't know. You might be right. It definitely would You know what, David? I wouldn't disagree with that. But any pipe that can support, say, like 500, like maybe like 200 pounds per square inch of pressure, that's interior versus exterior pressure. It might work. Of course, for you, you gotta go steel. that's gonna be kind of a challenge to find a 1-inch steel pipe that fits into if you they do make thicker plastic pipe, like the pipe they use for the gas company, not to replace steel, is pretty thick. It's like got quarter. It's like got like 4 millimeter thick walls on it, so that could handle pressures up to about 200 to 300 psig. So they could technically handle the internal pressure. That is the pressure of the gas or fluid pushing evenly against all the walls on the outside. But in this case, you're talking about you got to deal with both tension and torsion, because you got the pipe is being perpetually squashed down. Okay, someone's ready to come up. Perpetually squashed down. Go ahead, Tiger. How you doing? Can't hear you.
Oh, shit.
Oh, there you go. How you doing?
Good. Not too bad today. I might have to restart this laptop because it's acting funny.
Oh, okay.
But,
well, for right now, it's working, so.
Yeah, so I'll not touch nothing.
Right. So me and Hikate talked about, Hikate talked about, what was going on.
Right.
And it turns out she was not a bad person at all. She's just had a lot of misunderstandings.
Right. And what happened with the trip was that Rochelle did like a donation drive and everybody contributed.
Right.
So she had the money for the hotel room. She had the money for the tickets.
Right.
Her fans gave her that. So Noodles paid for half his food. He paid for everything. But when Michelle says she paid, it's not coming out of her wallet.
Yeah, it came out of donations.
It was donated for, is what I want to make sure.
Yeah, hi, Doug Girl. Welcome to the show today. Good morning.
Good morning, Doug Girl. Good morning, everyone.
Yeah.
But certainly, Noodles didn't make a penny out of it, out of Michelle.
No, but he made money on his channel, though. He actually was.
If he goes live and people donate, that's up to, so what?
Yeah. Well, I made money too, so I guess.
Yeah, you did really well.
Yeah. So what's the weather like where you are right now?
It's actually going to be pretty good today, I think.
It's going to warm up a little bit next week for us.
Oh, good.
That might be true, Red, but if she decides to submit ID, I had to submit ID to Kick because Stripe, which is their payment processor, didn't have my ID on file. I took care of that. I wanted to make sure that I was indeed the one that was properly on the tax returns.
Right. Well, these people needn't worry about you being abused or anything. It's just not happening.
No, not really. Hey, Noodles, how you doing?
Hey, it's Tiger.
Hi.
Tiger the dog, Tiger.
Thanks.
Yeah, so Michelle, I think we should start rounding up black people and putting them into sensitivity training all across the country, Michelle. I think it's about time.
I think we should send all people to sensitivity training, especially the youngsters, like the Generation Alpha, needs to go to sensitivity training. I don't care what the color is. The Generation Alpha, the older ones, the older teen ones, those people are holy terrors. They really need to learn about courtesy and being polite to people.
Yes.
I don't care what your skin color is. You don't treat your adults like a wet, dirty dish rag. Okay? Because, and that's another thing too, guys. Content creators, we have a responsibility to make sure to teach the viewers, especially the young viewers, how to treat people properly. We need to show courtesy and show that there's nothing wrong with being polite.
Absolutely.
Yeah, why is everyone such douchebags now, Michelle? Like what happened? Like, do people think that like being kind is like weak or something like that, or what do you think?
It's because they realized that since the day 1980, since the day of shock jock radio, that gets more views. That's why. And the sad
So
truth is
that why Gidgey's like eating crayons and all that stuff for cash?
But Gidgey is not necessarily being impolite to anybody.
No, Gidgey's a sweetheart, but is that why Gidgey's eating crayons and like smashing pies in her face?
No, I
Well,
can't.
I guess they're safe to eat because they're for kids.
Hello, Krista. How
I
you
would
doing?
imagine they are edible, to be
like Play-Doh.
To be honest. Yeah, you could probably eat that as well.
The children of the triangle are about to lock you all down and make sure each and every one of you behave. Well, but you know what? Here's the thing, Red. Okay, the adults are not. Okay, well, I wouldn't say that. That is kind of generalizing. So let's try to make sure you understand. It does not apply to everybody. The majority of adults I know try very hard, of my older generation, like me and Tiger's generation, try really hard to be courteous and polite. They don't always succeed, unfortunately, but most of the time, they're not the ones that are trying to make problems. It's some of the younger ones that came after us. They have been taught, actually haven't been taught much about courtesy and politeness and manners, and those are the ones that, I swear to God, are the problem. It's not us.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, no one's pissed off that Gidgey can't talk to us anymore. Like, no one's got a problem with that.
She can't talk to us. Who said she can't talk to us?
She said Keemstar said she, originally when she was on the show, had to keep a private or self-separate from our channel.
Well, I know she can't come on panel, but I think she can talk to us.
She just talked to us in chat, yeah.
Yeah.
Think so.
Or maybe it's changed. I don't know.
Like, what a bunch of faggots! What a bunch of fucking faggots! Like, I understand why Gidgey's doing it, but like fuck Keemstar and all those fucking losers.
Yeah, I told him to fuck off.
Not everyone.
Not
everyone in Hollywood. Some are, many are, but not all of them. Not everybody's part of the Masons, in the Masonic. But there are some. Yeah. To my knowledge, my family has nothing to do with the Masonic groups. Somebody said a lot of people of European descent, the families have Mason connections.
There is nothing I like about that guy, Keemstar. I can't find anything likable about him.
He's a go-getter. He's a moneymaker.
That's great. And you know what? Good for him.
Does he donate to charitable causes?
Not that I've
I
seen.
don't care what he does with his
May.
money, Michelle. He's telling someone who is very important to you that they can't talk to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Krista
that's
said
kind
they
of a
had a
fucking
coat
stupid
drive
thing to
today,
do.
which makes sense. Yeah, they would have a coat
Very.
drive. It's getting to that time they need to.
I'm glad you got
Like,
yourself a coat.
Like, I wish I could be like that. Be like, oh, I can't talk to you. Like, I can't do it. I just can't do it anymore because I'm getting paid, all this money now. I just can't talk to you because Keemstar said so.
Okay, got Brain Dead coming up now. Go ahead, Brain Dead. How you doing?
Morning, Brady.
All right.
What's up?
Yeah, but she's got to pay her bills.
No, I get it. Like, I get what Gidgey's doing. I totally understand. But I'm just like, it's like, who? Like, why? Like, what is, like... So Gidgey was very important to Michelle. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, no offense, but like before Gidgey, we had Yam Ranch. So it's very important.
Yeah.
Yam ranch dressing is disgusting. Yes, yam ranch dressing is disgusting.
And you know what's fucked up? We gave money to that fucking channel.
Which channel?
We all gave money to that fucking asshole.
Which one? Keemstar's channels or Yam Ranch's
Yeah.
channel?
We all went over there. We fucking got memberships. We all said, hi,
Yeah.
this is the best. Like it wasn't the best.
No.
Just fucking, like...
I'm glad everybody's on the same page now. I've been saying Keemstar is a douchebag.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't find anything like about him. I think he'd take money.
He doesn't donate to charity, to my knowledge.
Maybe he does. We can't say
Maybe
that.
he does. Maybe we don't see
You just
it.
don't know anything. Maybe I don't know him well enough. But all I've seen from him seems to be money grabber.
Yep.
But we don't take money from him. But we don't steal his fucking money. We don't steal his fucking views.
Exactly.
Like, why can't you let this fucking woman talk to Michelle?
Yeah, because they're actual friends, not just like YouTube.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
Maybe because Michelle is disabled and they don't want, if Gigi says something, it to be taken the wrong way.
I mean, their whole show is drama, so like,
That could
wouldn't that be a good thing?
All right, well, let me ask you a question. If Michelle was eating crayons and fucking and drinking fucking like fucking Nair and shit like that, would they be okay with it?
No, I would not be okay with it.
I'm not going to do that. I don't need to get wax in my guts.
I don't want you to do that, Michelle.
And I'm certainly not going to start sniffing glue.
What's that got to do with it? No one wants you to be a glue sniffer.
Now, markers are another story, Michelle.
Well, unfortunately, when you're coloring markers, you're gonna get the smell of the volatile organic compounds anyway. It's just gonna come into your nostrils. But I don't exactly go out of my way to actually breathe this stuff. David says Keemstar donates a lot to charities and employs people that couldn't always get jobs because of disabilities. Okay. Thank you for clarifying that, David. I appreciate that. Because I always wondered, like, once you got a certain amount of money in the bank, how much more do you really need?
I mean, how much has he got in the bank is the thing.
I don't know how much he has in the bank, but the point is he's not exactly starving. He's certainly set. His channels have provided him with a steady income. He doesn't have to worry about having to decide between medication and rent. He doesn't have to go through that. He's provided for. All
right. Yeah, this makes sense now. I think what happened was Gigi one night after her show, went and hung out with some people that were very racist. And somebody clipped it and said, this all spiraled. So I think that's probably why she's not allowed to hang out on other shows now.
Right.
That
she's
makes
willing
sense.
to keep working with him. So, but do you know, Tiger? She's the kind of person who will speak her mind. Especially if she didn't agree to that, she would have told him where to go, and she would have meant it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watermelon and mustard? What? Would you try that, Michelle?
No,
mustard
I don't
and
like water. I don't like mustard,
Watermelon with mustard.
and I certainly am not into heavily.
Ew, no.
That'd be like a sweet and sour kind of.
You don't like watermelon, did you say? Do you like?
I do like watermelon to a point, but not. It's kind of messy.
I love it.
Grapes and ketchup?
No.
Grapes and ketchup. Ugh.
Next, you're going to be suggesting chocolate chips and mayonnaise. Ew. How about chocolate chips and peanut butter? Yeah, I'll take that. Chocolate chips and Jif peanut butter. Definitely. Yeah, so I definitely thought we did a really good show yesterday. We had a lot of views in yesterday's show.
I
A
might go back
lot,
and
but it was
watch
also extra long, too.
It was good.
It had like 210 views.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so that was a good thing. So we've definitely been bringing in the views. Some shows bring in more, some shows bring in less. Kind of like the commercial Finesse hair shampoo. Sometimes you need a little finesse, sometimes you need a lot. Sometimes you get a few verses.
My human body.
Sometimes you get a lot. Yeah. So, Buddy Human, how you doing? That's still kind of a strange combination. Sweet and sour kind of is what you're creating.
I like sweet and sour chicken, Michelle.
Well, sweet and sour chicken tends to use a glaze that's got a little bit of vinegar in it to give it the sour nature, and then you use a sweetener like for the glaze. It gives it a sweet texture.
Right.
That's what sweet and sour chicken is.
It's good.
Wait a second. 'Cause I was ordering my big breakfast from fucking McDonald's. They have Savage up there. And they're worried about someone saying the fucking N-word?
So what?
What the fuck are they talking about?
I can't stand that word.
Then give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break. Fucking lying sacks of shit.
Very appealing.
Calling people fucking retards.
Yeah.
You talking about them keep pushing the N. It's keep
pick and choose.
You say that they're getting mad if somebody says the N word?
I think it's selective, maybe. I don't really know enough.
I mean, so if a black guy says the N word in his car to the order taker, who's also black, is that considered racist? Actually, among that culture, it's actually not. Sometimes it's actually considered a compliment.
Is it cultural appropriation that they stole that word from us?
Yeah.
I mean, in Italian and Spanish, the word for black is negro. Okay? It's not a cuss. If I say, oh, the night is black, not Niagara. Okay,
I
not
canceled
Niagara.
Michelle.
It doesn't mean anything offensive. It means it's a black night. That's all it means. That, I guess, is the context of how it's used.
You're canceled, Michelle. It's all over.
Yeah. Well, that's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, who gives a shit?
Cultural appropriation is stupid. Not really. You talk about sensitivity training. I definitely think it's no. To be honest with you, sensitivity training should be offered to all people. I don't care what color skin you are, especially the younger generation, Generation Z and Generation Alpha. Some of these kids have no idea anything about how to be courteous to an older person. They really don't.
Or to anybody.
Right, anybody. I mean, themselves, they're kind of used to it. But
who raised these kids? Who raised
thank
them,
you
Michelle?
very much,
I didn't.
Chris. Thank you.
Thank you, Chris.
Well,
I'm
it seems
sorry
like
you're not feeling well.
internet's raising children.
Hope you get better, Chris. I'm sorry that you're not feeling good. Got it from the fucking doctors as well.
Thank you
Never
for
goes
lifting
to
my
the
spirit
doctors.
every day through this terrible illness.
There's a
Never
difference
goes to
between
the
the soft
doctors.
and the hard.
Goes and gets checked out first time in years, and then he gets.
Jennifer Crispus, thank you for the super chat. Yeah. I don't know. I never could make any heads or tails out of the whole idea that everybody used to say as a kid, sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Well, whoever came up with that as a kid's reminder wasn't quite accurate. Unfortunately, sticks and stones may break your bones, but yes, bad names can hurt you.
Right, you are totally right. And they can hurt you more than a stick. Depending on how big
Especially in
the stick is.
social media. After
I mean,
all, in social
if it
media,
was
no one
a
can really
not
use
a
sticks and
little
stones on you.
Stone, like a marble-sized stone, then no.
Not yet.
Yeah,
She's not
this
here
is
yet.
her on panel right now.
Right now, it's just Tiger Kitty, Noodles, and Brain Dead, and me.
It is. I don't know how.
Well, that's the whole point. We try to keep
Cathy-
everybody happy as best we can,
Is
Chris. We
Is
try.
Cathy going to apologise now?
Oh, she apologized, and that's why Michelle unblocked her. And
Oh, she's apologised that she got it all wrong about Noodles.
oh no, I don't think about that. I don't know what she. I don't. Who gives a fuck? I don't.
Tusa said they gave out some bag lunches at the coat drive. Well, that's good.
Oh, that's good, Krista. Good for you. You got a new coat and a packed lunch.
Oh, by the way, Needles, I gave you the information that was given to me about the Aldi's turkey dinner information. I know other grocery stores are doing something similar. If you want to,
How much is it, Michelle?
$40.
I'm sure we could do a little donation drive for the
Well, we
turkey
kind of
dinner.
already got the donation drive. After all, I got my food stamps. Remember that? And
So what does the turkey dinner come with? Like, what are we doing?
It's a whole turkey, Michelle.
it's a whole turkey enough for 10 people.
It's a live turkey.
That's all. It's not alive.
No, it's not a live turkey, but it's a dinner for 10 people. But we don't need a big one for a family of 10. We only need one for maybe a people.
No. Look, I keep telling you, go get the ready done mashed potatoes, the ready done mac and cheese. It's pretty good. A rotisserie chicken and some gravy and some veg. Boom.
Yeah. But the point is
No
that you.
hassle.
Burgers is gonna need 2 of those.
Yeah, they are a bit small. I'll
It
get
was a
2
new coat. I
rotisserie.
got a gray coat, medium thickness coat. I got a gray hat, red gloves in a bag, lunch, and a $15 gift card for Aldi's.
Oh, wow.
Good for you. That's good to
Why
have.
did you go, Michelle?
Why would these faggots give Gidgey such a hard time when they have Savage up there?
What, Michelle? Why did you not go to the coat drive?
I didn't know about it.
Krista, could you please let Michelle know when there's these things going on?
Yeah, but the only thing is that I already have a coat. I already have gloves.
How long have you had your coat?
How long have I had my coat? Probably about 10 years. Well, the gray coat's a little newer. The older one, the other coat's about that age. But the point is, I got a coat. Yeah.
Well, it'd have been worth
it was East Main Street in Torrington.
You could have just gone for the $15 Audi card in the packed lunch.
You know, but the Salvation Army in Winston might be having a coat drive too.
Yeah.
But that's across town. That's a bit of a walk.
You don't see Keemstar doing coat drives.
Hey, why doesn't Keemstar eat some crayons? Or a couple light bulbs?
No, he doesn't seem to participate in the stuff, does he?
You would think, I mean, if Keemstar indeed does charitable, you think he would want to promote the charitable organizations he's working with.
You would think, Michelle, you would think.
Brad says, I got such awesome news yesterday, he says.
Oh, good. What's happening, Brad?
He's being very positive.
He said, despite all the bad stuff happening to me, I'm staying positive. He said, Keem is a wimp. Keem whip. Yeah, wimp. Oh, it's the good news. Both Savage and Roxy are on shows in the LCU. Savage and Tina D are on Queens Control. Doll Roxy is with Gidgey and Rebel. So what's the good news, Brad?
That he's staying positive.
I'm glad he's staying positive. So what are you? So what are you doing today? What's today's agenda?
Cancel memberships. I'm never giving my fucking money to those people ever again.
You go
what a bunch of scumbags!
Go to their thing and then go to manage memberships or something. Because I cancelled mine.
I think they were doing that probably around Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm not giving my money to that fucking mulatto and her fucking.
The problem is the morning show is right when they're open for Thanksgiving, so I don't know how we're gonna change that because this is like. See, like me and Hey Kate were talking. Hey Kate, we're talking. Is that...
It's Cake.
Well, she's... I believe it is Hex Kate. All right. It's actually got Kate. It's Heck Kate.
Oh.
Anyway, okay. She said that, like a lot of people, she doesn't have a scheduled start or stop time on her show.
It's Catty or something, Michelle, not Head Cake.
I asked her yesterday what...
It's based on a Greek name. It's a Greek name, actually. That's like Azaria.
Hecate.
Yeah, she also has.
Well, the point is that I'm going to get back. No, I forgot what I was going to say. Hold on, let me rewind my tape here. Oh, okay, here we go. Is that there's they don't have a regular scheduled time. A lot
in the LCU. I support none of them. None of them.
Well, I understand that, Noodles. But I'm saying is she said that I'm going to be on her show on Thursday next week.
What?
But she normally doesn't have a regular scheduled show time.
Michelle, whose show are you going to be on next Thursday?
I'm going to be on Hakate's show.
Oh, my God.
Next Thursday.
Michelle, come on,
on the panel.
Stop this crazy train before it's too late to get off.
Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah. Well, she offered me the opportunity to come on her show. Something that Noodles
Well,
likes me to do is come on other people's panels. So
Oh
yeah,
my
you're picking a great one to
God.
go on, Michelle. Come on.
So you pick the person.
Wow.
Why
she's not
would
mad
you
at
go
Noodles anymore
there?
either. So that's another good thing. She's not mad at Noodles anymore either.
Oh, Michelle.
Michelle, listen. Michelle, I'm gonna be honest with you. Pataki can do her own thing, Michelle. I told this woman not to drag you into this crap, and this is what's gonna happen. Pataki, you know it's not. Even Hussy wouldn't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
Leave Michelle alone, lady.
I'm asking. You don't owe me any favors or anything like that, or whatever. But I'm asking you, please
Well,
leave the
I'm
lady
trying to
alone.
grow my channel like you suggested, Noodles.
Michelle.
That's not the kind of growth
You know,
want.
Michelle, go fuck yourself. All right, have a great life.
That doesn't make any sense. He asked me, he said, Michelle, you got to get out more channels.
You're going for. Did you watch the video I sent you?
No, I didn't get a chance to yet. I'm going to get to it.
Oh my God, you've had it over a week. I want you to watch that after this.
Okay, is that about her or about something else?
We'll come back to it. Oh, it's her stream.
Yeah,
Then we'll come back to this, okay?
Yeah.
Then we'll come back to this. Because I don't think you understand what's going on, Michelle.
All I know is she's part of Girl World, which Noodles is part of Girl.
I want you to know that. I keep a lot of shit from you that goes on sometimes because you don't need to be involved. It's drama-y crap. But this is the one thing.
Thank you very much, David S. Thank you for the renewal. Thank you for the
one thing I send you a video about and you don't watch it. It's important. I told you to watch it.
Yeah, I'll try to get to it. So anyway, the point is that I'm trying to also find a way to grow myself among other communities.
Okay, that's great. Well, let's find some people that you can go on their channels then that want you on their channels for the right reason. Let's put it that way. They're looking at you because they like you and they don't want nothing out of it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure we can find people that want you on their channel.
You know, there's another thing too, guys. You may not have thought about is that given the fact that Michelle's channel is so different than everybody else's channel, some of Michelle's concepts might actually rub off on them in a positive way. They might want to change their own channels at least a little bit. Maybe. Okay, maybe. But I wouldn't hold my breath. Some of these people were really hardcore, and I'm not going to lie about
Here's
that.
the thing. I have no problem with her interviewing you or doing anything, because I know you've got nothing to hide, right?
Right.
What worries me is your way of saying things.
Thank you very much.
Michelle, as your junior lawyer, I advise you not to go on that panel. I also advise you to buy a turkey early this year, and you'll need THR fixings too.
Thank you, Brad.
Well, we can get that. It was actually Golden Girl who sent me the link to the Aldi's one. So, like I said, I don't know. She said we can always cancel if we have to. I said, well, yeah. I said we could cancel, but I mean, I don't think it would necessarily be a bad thing.
Is it like, for example, I know you spoke to her in private, and you said to her she wanted to know who paid for this, who paid for that when you did the last trip. And you said, oh, I paid for the rooms, I paid for the tickets.
Because I did with the donations from my channel.
Please let me finish. And Noodles paid for his own food, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's not really... You did do that, but you got the money from donations. So now she's going to run.
It was the donations.
Michelle paid for everything. Michelle said she paid. Well, that's not true at all. Michelle did a donation thing.
Anybody who's been watching our channel long enough knows the donations were...
That's the point, Michelle. They haven't been watching the channel long enough.
She didn't know that, so I told her that. I cleared that up with
Yeah,
her.
but the way you said it, I paid for the hotel room. I paid for the tickets. That's not what happened. Your donators paid.
Right. But I was
Right.
actually the one who actually put the money onto my credit card to pay
Yes,
for
but
it.
she wasn't asking you who put the money, who got the tickets. She's asking who paid for them.
Right.
big
I know
difference.
that. But I also said that the money came from the donations to the channel for the trip.
Right. Okay, as long as that's clear.
So she knows it wasn't like I paid for it out of my own Social Security disability money. You know. I hate that my community is so toxic and not always the nicest to people, says Dope Girl. I understand that. You got people in your community just like we do at ours, some that are various levels of politeness to. That's the sad truth. You know. But like I said, I can't change anybody else. All I can do is just be who I am and show my generosity and my courtesy and polite nature. And that's all I can do is hope maybe some people might decide to do the same thing.
Who bashes Michelle? Oh, that woman. Yeah. Yeah, that woman's. Yeah, we need to show Michelle what's going on. She needs to watch the bloody video I sent her. Make your own mind up. That's what you need to do. Then you'll see why I feel the way I do.
Yeah. It's coming, Jim, because Jim is saying, Jim is saying something about, Tiger, can you do that thing you do when you scream at people? Maybe that will do something. I don't think so.
I'm not in a screamy mood.
Gitchy was the one that did most of the screaming on here. No, you kidding? You can't be serious. Technically, Virgo and Scorpio are kind of like matter and antimatter. We don't always get along well. It's true. I try to get along with everybody. I try. You know, like I told Hikate, I said, you're going to have to understand that. You know,
Shut up, Jim. I'm passionate.
I only seen that once, and I've been waiting to see it again.
all I know is
Oh, it's
our
happened.
community has many different kinds of people here, and which is kind of interesting. It's kind of like this thing here.
Hello. What brings you to Winter Spring? These cold and vast lands may seem dismal, but this is a place of many secrets.
Unfortunately, that's the nature of YouTube in general. Funny you should mention Monica. Monica really wasn't that bad. Rhonda Church wasn't maybe that bad either. At least not to me, anyway. Except Monica was a Scorpio and Rhonda was a Virgo. And nobody liked Rhonda Church for some reason. That's because she came in during the dark years. Yeah.
The dark ages.
Mm-hmm. The dark times. They did pass. They left me a lot of scars.
Oh, well. Good to learn lessons from shit, though, Michelle.
Chris said they already do. How many of my clips have been taken out of context over the years? Plenty. They actually still do it. Yam Ranch has certainly been going crazy at that. Galaxy Eyes, I'm not even on your Discord. I never was. I never was an MILF.
I'm not sure.
Well, I hope to God that they are also aware that this is not a drama channel and it never will be one. So, because we focus on trying to help each other as best we can as a community, not tear each other to shreds. I don't like that kind of attitude. I really don't. I don't understand why anyone would want to sit there and have to listen to that day in and day out. Do they got a therapist on speed call? Seriously. I mean, do they got better help on speed call? Help me! I got someone call me a stupid jerk! What do I do now? And the therapist is probably saying, Excedrin, take me away! Get away from that stupid content! That's what I told you for all the time, Joanne! Get away from that shit! Yeah, but it's fun! Don't sound like it to me. You're giving me a headache. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to increase your rates. What? Can I put down my all on Excedrin as operating expenses for my business as a therapist? Oh, God. But you know what, though? Galaxy Eyes, here's the thing. Every community on YouTube has got mixing in from other communities. You can't live behind a big giant wall, despite how some want to have gated communities where only the very best come in that mean everything on your application. It doesn't help, because the sad truth is that if you don't at least let a few people in now and then, what's going to happen is your community people are going to die off. And when they do, they're going to have more and more empty seats. I don't want to lose my base. And we do need to keep growing Noodles, because we go out. We kind of do invite people to come to our show. And the problem is if they behave themselves and act with decency, I don't have a problem with it. If they go out of their way and make trouble, remember what I said at the beginning of the show, why when we block people? Those rules still apply, okay? If you act like a flaming asshat, you try to monopolize the conversation, you're a godforsaken pedo, you're out of here, okay? If you are a good person, you say good morning, and you try to give each other a chance to be free to talk, you might get a timeout if you say something stupid, but we don't normally kick people to the curb unless we really have to.
Right. I'll be back in a second.
If you lose that Discord wrench, it's your fault, not Michelle's. Just saying. And notice the Red is just a verified viewer. He's not a mod. He's not going to be a mod. Okay? They already made that clear. I mean it. Okay? But, again, I'm trying to come up with how do you grow a channel when you got a community that is all over the freaking planet. This is the reason I feel so exhausted at times. It's like I have to sit there and balance, like on a teeter-totter, everything. What people want, what I want, what I feel my body can do, because it affects me emotionally.
Right, but what we've always say to you, like, you don't have to do anything. You are the decision maker at the end of the day.
Right. That's why she also will never be a mod on my channels. Or verified at this point. She has just gotten here. She doesn't deserve to be verified right now. She's, a mod. Even here or on Discord. She's not. She just, I remember when she acted like a contact explosive. I'm not going to go ahead and put a person like that as a mod on my server. You crazy? I'm not going to sit there. She'll get mad and start blocking everybody. All new people just come in to say hello. All of a sudden, hidden. John Doe, hidden. Jane Doe, hidden. Susie Smith, hidden.
If these people are here for the right reasons, I have no problem with them being here.
Right.
But it worries me what their reasoning for being
My
here.
goal is simple. I want to be a place where people can feel comfortable, feeling free to discuss, talk with other people.
But my
regardless of
worry
their
is
ability.
she wants you on her show so she can somehow manipulate you into saying bad shit about Noodles. Because she hates Noodles.
Yeah, I know she hates Noodles. But I told her, I said, honestly, Noodles is not a bad guy. So she's
gonna
she still don't like him, but that's between her and Noodles.
Have you ever slept in the same bed with Noodles? And I know all know you have. That's no big deal.
Of course, there was a king size bed in the room. They didn't have doubles.
Right. But they're gonna somehow try and change it that he somehow wanted hanky panky with you or something. It's that's what worries me, Michelle.
Well, I can tell you we never did anything like that. In fact, you could say that, of course, it would be no hanky-panky with me, because guess who's between me and Noodles? Me. I'm on the right side. Michelle slept on the left side of the bed. Noodle, or on the right side. Oh, was the right side? Well, it depends how you're looking at the bed. If you're going looking at the bed from the footboard to the headboard, you're on between me and Noodles. Right. He was sleeping on the left side. You were sleeping on the right side of the bed. And I was sleeping between the two of you. And I wouldn't let anything happen between Michelle and Noodles.
That's right.
But he likes his house hot. Oh, God, he made me sweat that morning. He turned the heat way up. Yeah. Yes, she does. She did use him for contact. You're right.
Oh, maybe Michelle's the manipulator here.
How so?
I'm just kidding, Michelle.
Okay. That's because the sad truth is, guys, is a lot of people do that on YouTube specifically for money and views. That's because that's how they get paid. That's the sad.
You have to watch this video I sent you. And if this woman's getting donations and things, this is what she's putting out there. So if anyone's believing any of this shit,
why don't you post that video in the general chat and the Discord too, so other people can see it?
I think we've all watched it except you, Michelle.
You think we all watched it, but except
me.
we
did, and I sent it to you, but you didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Everyone here's seen it.
All I know is just that when at Chiller Theater, Noodles was on the phone with her, and there was a screaming match between the two of them. I remember that because it was like, and he was streaming it at the same time she was streaming it.
Yeah, but how can people believe that stuff? Is it because they're that nasty that they can't believe people do good things for people?
Could be. Could also be because people are bored and have nothing else to do with their lives, too.
How can you find it so weird that some people actually feel good about doing nice things for other people? Right. Some of us like it. It makes us feel good.
Well, it's just the way some people are, unfortunately. If you don't have that
feeling, then maybe there's something wrong with you. I would worry.
Yes, Chris, I am being careful. I know I have to treat her like nitroglycerin, definitely. Don't shake that container because it might go boom. Yeah. sort of like a contact explosive that, or like use a percussion cap. You don't want to mix that percussion cap with the nitroglycerin and boom. You don't know, guys. It could actually change her viewpoint of how she sees YouTube too.
Oh my God, Michelle.
Well, I don't know. It might.
Your real story is not quite as dramatic as the video she made. I mean, according to her, we're trafficking you. We make you listen to weird music on a Sunday. This is your Silver Moon show, by the way. Apparently, we sit you down and make you listen to all that.
Yeah, it's not
your radio show they're talking about.
That's not you.
And in case of Sarah, Michelle buys the records, plays the records.
Yeah, we might be the tortured ones.
Stan CT donated some records.
Yeah, but they've twisted it that we make you, and you can't talk to other people. You just have to listen to this fucking satanic music on a Sunday. You know, it's weird. I told you got to watch the video, Michelle.
I can't straighten out everybody else's problems. I don't know how to straighten out everyone else's viewpoint. All I can do is just tell the truth as best I know it and then basically let it go. Remember when she did that show, Tiger? Please remember that was before she sat down to talk to me. Okay? That was yesterday. So could you pull me a favor and pull up her very latest show after today when she actually talked to me? I think that one would be more telling because I actually sat down on a voice chat and talked to her for a good 2 hours.
Yes, but if she's made out all these stories, I'm sure whatever you told her, she's twisted.
Yeah.
Like, the real story's very boring. We all want Michelle to be successful. We want Michelle to be able to pay her bills. And we don't want her trolled to death. We'll all laugh up here. We'll all have a laugh with each other because Michelle is our friend. But we would never hurt Michelle. And we want the best for her.
Well, Gemini, I'm sure there's a lot of other people who think the same thing about the ears. Sorry. So, but the thing is that...
Called you a freak with ears. Well, we don't look at Michelle like that, lady. We look at her as Michelle. She's just our friend, Michelle, who happens to wear ears. I don't even look at the ears. I look past the ears.
Right into the eyes.
Right into the eyes. Well, I do if she keeps them still long enough.
Yeah. that long can scare a lot of people. My eyesight. It's like Baba Yaga, like Baba Vanga. My eyes don't stay open that long. It's because her eyes hurt. Not Michelle's eyes, Baba Vanga's eyes, because of an injury in the farm. That's why she can't open her eyes. Physically, her eyes were fine, but because of the injury she had in the eye, she couldn't open her eyes because the light sensitivity caused extreme pain. There's a part of me. Yeah.
Well, Marianne, Michelle seems to want it, so...
I'm just saying is I'm going to give her a chance to try to redeem herself a little bit. That doesn't mean that I'm going to support her 100%. After all, like I've said, I give only so much rope before I basically yank it back. You know, I talked to her for 2 hours. She got to know me pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you can change the leopard spots. I don't know if I can change the way she is. Maybe I can kind of plant the seed and then maybe it'll grow into a flowering plant. I don't know.
Oh, Michelle.
You can't change.
Depends how broken she is. She may be too broken to be able to be fixed.
You mean too rocky, like the seeds that you plant in the soil?
No, I mean too rotten. Too rotten.
Not fertile soil. Just like Jesus said when scattering the seeds, when the farmer scatters the seeds, some seeds go into fertile soil and grow into beautiful plants. Some go into fairly rocky soil, may not even germinate at all.
Oh, well, that's good, Gemini. She said you need help and social services need to be called. Well, good luck, because there is a lot of things she needs help with. So yeah, if you could get her a cleaner, that would be very handy.
I already was involved with therapy through BetterHelp. I had to cut back on that because I couldn't afford it anymore.
Absolutely, she does need some more help.
Yes, please fund her trips also.
Yeah, if you feel like funding her trips, because we're trafficking her.
Yeah.
For free, because that would help her out big time.
You send her some Instacarts with food.
Yeah, that would be great. Oh, I could tell you lots of things she needs.
It's going to be great, Michelle. It's going to be great.
She wants an ice cream maker.
Who does?
And a new violin. The last one was trash.
Actually, I don't have an ice cream maker on my list. I have a vacuum cleaner.
Oh yeah, you need that as well. And a new coat.
I never asked about an ice cream maker. Sure, I looked them up, but I didn't say I was going to buy one. Jeez.
No, but you got really excited the other day when you were talking about them. So I presumed it was on like your wish list or something.
No. I mean, people talk about doing things in their lives, but realize they cannot afford to do them because they're not practical.
That's why you put it on the wish list, Michelle.
Right. But I wouldn't even have any room for an ice cream maker machine. Where would I put it? I mean, the ones like the ones that they made from Taylor stand on the fucking floor, use 220 volts. Where did I get plug that in?
You're talking about one of those
commercial ones.
Why would no one's going to buy you?
That would be great, but I can't realistically use it. I have no place to put it. I don't make that much frozen yogurt to be able to.
You could put a little sign outside, fresh ice creams upstairs. Play a little jingle from your door. All the kids could. Oh no, best not.
No.
I don't even have another 240 volt outlet anywhere for one of those things. And besides, then you would need to have to do with the Department of Health regarding food safety. How
many amps would that use?
Well, yeah, because of the refrigeration and the pump, it goes easily about 20 amps at 240 volts.
Yes, it's not
for the commercial Taylor models.
Yeah. Maybe you could produce ice cream and sell it to the bodega or whatever. The new one.
If I was going to officially open an ice cream shop, if, which is a hell of an if, I would probably rent the damn space downstairs, which originally was literally the lounge for this building. Okay? Where the Subway Stormy used to be. That would be reasonable. Then you could have tables, you could have a whole soda bar, coffee bar, ice cream, sandwiches, soup.
You're dreaming, Michelle. You're moaning about your back now. What would your back be like then?
Ouch!
Yeah.
Or you could even rent the diner and do the same thing because it's already zoned for a restaurant. But the point I'm trying to get at is that's not going to happen. Not unless, and I mean it's a hell of an unless. Because the fact is, we've covered so many ideas over the years in this channel. I have to be realist too.
Yeah, but when I was
I'm 58 fucking years old. I'm not going to get younger.
Yeah, but you're not being very realist. When I was talking about sticking an ice cream maker on your wish list, I was talking about the little ones you put in your kitchen. They're not very big at all.
Yeah, they do make small homes. They do make some small home ones. Yeah, they do.
I wasn't on about an industrial.
Because the way I go it is, if you're going to buy something like that, I want it to last for years, not for a few friggin' months. Good luck.
I still want to do gothic ghost hunting. I think that's the best idea for a while.
Next thing I say is, why don't you get a soda fountain? Oh, it wouldn't be so bad. Your soda stream is kind of like a soda fountain. Kind of, you know. You take your water, you put your CO2 in it, then you add your favorite drinks of flavor choice, make your homemade Sprites, lemon, lime sodas. Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah, but you don't need one like an industrial size.
I
You
don't
just
need any of that.
Well,
I
no,
really
you
don't. I don't need any of this. Tiger, the truth of the matter is, my kitchen is too damn small. We
Oh,
don't
yeah,
have
and
we don't
the
have enough
electric-
240 volt outlets
Yeah.
in there for anything. The only one we have the 240 outlet for is the hob, and that's it. That's all. The rest of everything is
Right.
only 120 amp. That's the whole entire apartment.
Yeah, I forgot you can't use the air fryer mode on your toaster.
Not really. I mean, how am I going to use it? I have to unplug everything else in the apartment to make sure that the fuse don't blow, which is in the basement. I have to be able to get to the basement to change the fuse if I blow a fuse.
Yep.
Yeah.
No air frying here, folks.
What do you mean I'm supposedly JSA your calorie retarded when it comes to being a thug? What does that mean? I mean, I don't buy garbage. Well, I do once in a great while. If it's something I'm
Michelle,
experimenting with, I
come
might.
on. You buy garbage, you pick free shit out of the garbage.
Sometimes I do.
There is nothing wrong with that, by the way. Absolutely not. Some people throw out some good shit.
Yeah, and that's again where discernment comes in. If you see a table that's made out of particle board, say something from IKEA, and it looks like hell, I'm not taking it out of the dumpster. But if I see it's made out of solid wood and I need a table, yeah, I'll take that if I can get up the stairs, which most of the time I can't. So then it gets stuck down there anyway, because I can't get it up the stairs.
Buy cheap, buy twice, Chris says. Yeah, because you might decide you don't even like it.
I'm 3 years older than Tiger Kitty. Now, I'll say one thing. If they do give us $2,000 or even $3,500 in Social Security, yeah, right. Let's just say they did. Okay, they're all this, and all these YouTubers are throwing money all over the place like it's guaranteed. Okay, but let's just say it was true. You get a $2,000 stimulus check, and then you get this $320 or $3,500 from Social Security Improvement Fund. Okay, let's just say that you get both. Okay, that's $5,500. Do you know what I could do with $5,500?
What?
Get the fuck out of here. We have the moving costs.
You know what, Michelle? That the actual thought of that worries me.
You get like 10 Braille machines.
Well, I don't know where she's got that stupid idea of going to Kentucky. I can see her doing it.
It don't have to be Kentucky. With that much money, I could easily put down a deposit for an apartment in parts of Massachusetts.
Oh, it's Massachusetts place now.
Well, it's a consideration. It's not the place. I really don't have the place. Every time I come up with a place, it keeps changing. That's one of the reasons I never basically commit to long-term projects, because they always change. Hell, $5,500 also covers getting the teeth properly finished and fixed, which would be great too.
That would be nice.
Hang on. Who's getting these stimulus checks then? What? I didn't know about this.
That's the part that's confusing. All right, so the $3,500 I heard about last night is going to people on SSI and SSDI.
What the fuck?
And veterans and retirees. Okay? That's what I was told last night from one channel I never heard of in my life. And on the $2,000 stimulus checks from Trump would be going to American people who are born or not or naturalized American citizens only.
Was the
No
video
illegals.
you watched? Did the video you watch have a surprise face on the thumbnail, Michelle?
Yeah, there was a couple I posted them in the news section. The point is, at this point, number one, Congress did not send the bill yet to Donald Trump's desk to be signed. So, once they sign it, once he signs it and puts his signature to it,
Thank you,
then
Tiff.
I can tell you more details. At this point, it's all up in the air. It's kind of maybes and sortas, you know? Just take it with a grain of salt, which right now ain't worth crap much, but...
Ooh, be nice though, wouldn't it?
Massachusetts could be an advantage because me, Chris, Hammer, and Niels would be close to each other. Why not? I mean, it couldn't be any worse. At least I'd be close enough to people I know. I know Chris Bliss. I met him in person. Hammer and Niels I've never met in person yet. Right?
Yeah, but that's further away from Noodles.
Yeah, it's a little further away from Noodles.
And he's your main ride.
Yes, he is my main ride. But as I said, that's why I haven't signed the dotted line in any kind of contract yet. Because I don't know where I'm actually gonna go. I mean, here he got all this money being thrown around on YouTube saying you could get this, you could get that. Until I see my president's put his name on the final agreement, and it has been reported to some news media of reputable name, I'm not going to believe it.
Right, that's a great.
But
way
Fox
of
News did mention about the $2,000 stimulus, so that was at least mentioned by Fox News. And it's supposed to come from the tariff revenue. But at the same time, Trump also reduced the tariffs on a few countries, including Argentina. So, again, there's some tariffs that have been reduced, and yet he wants to turn up the screws to China. Well, that makes sense. China, he's probably saying, you know, son, China, you can fucking stuff it. You got enough money.
Michelle is a Virgo.
And what's the other one?
Oh, well, her real birthday isn't a Virgo, but she's changed it so she has another birthday which makes her a Virgo. So the one she
I'm
celebrates.
also Michelle, and I'm Aquarius. Michelle is definitely no Aquarius. No. My birthday is February 11th,
That's
1835.
The actual birth.
My actual birthday would be 2 days after Lumi's. Oh, jeez.
The Libras are catching up to the Virgos in ranks, Michelle.
Oh, you've got two
And
Libras.
Here's
Three
the
of
real
them.
kicker.
Three.
Carmen's birthday is 2 days before Lumi's. Very true. The 9th, the 11th, and the 13th. Still 3 cups. Still the 3 cups.
I'm gonna have to recruit some more Virgos to make sure you guys don't take over.
Yeah. We got Libras in here. We got a couple of Virgos in here.
Oh, that's not good. Let's get that.
But Michelle does get along pretty good with Chris Bliss, though. They do have fun together as a team. I don't know. It's the point is I haven't committed myself to any particular place. I'm not sure. Number one, like I said, it's all in the air because, as far as I know, these checks could be a total pipe dream, vaporware. They might just be an idea that just doesn't materialize. You know,
That's a lot of money.
shit. If that was a lot of money, guess what? That also would cover all Michelle's teeth work. That's true. but then you can't move. That's also true. Oh, well, what are you going to do? Can't get everything. So you have to make the best of the best choices given what information you have. Yep, Gemini Gem is also Gemini.
So am I.
Kel Doge says, Kai Doge said that they're Gemini. So is Gemini Gem. And so is Tiger Kitty.
Mm-hmm.
Dawn is a Capricorn. Betty Spaghetti is a Capricorn. Noodles is a Capricorn.
Well, Michelle, I'm going to get going.
Yeah, like I said, is that I don't want you to feel bad what happened yesterday with your, or 2 days ago with your dog.
Thank you, Michelle. That means a lot to me. Thank you for everything.
You're welcome.
All right, I'll catch you later.
Yeah, okay, talk to you later. You have a nice day. So, guys, let me just tell you this much. I do not know what the long term is going to be like. I'm certainly going to keep I'm going to watch my P's and Q's on Head Cat Day's channel next Thursday at 7 o'clock. Okay? I'm not going to go ahead and let her run me over with a truck. Okay? Because I know that I don't know, she's kind of interesting. So let's just talk about this. Why she's interesting. Yes, she does want the views. Yes, she does want the donos. You're right, she does. But then so do I. But not because I'm greedy, but because, well, I gotta pay bills. But she has chosen to use sensationalism to make money on her channel. But I don't do that. I don't focus on sensationalism and drama. Other people do, but yeah, Noodle said you gotta go out there and get around. You gotta talk to different communities. But that means I also have to find people in the different communities to talk to as well. It's not easy because so many of the communities on YouTube are into sensationalism, and I can't stop them from being into sensationalism. Chris says, Michelle has become one of my best friends, 100. Absolutely. And I would love to be able to hang out with you more on a regular basis. And I actually kind of like Hammers and Nails too. I do like him. He seemed like a knowledgeable guy. You know? He's intelligent. I saw his work he was doing on the soffits. That was a pretty good job with the soffit, creating the proper frame to hold to work around the pipe. You know, that came out pretty well. I think that was pretty good on that garage. I didn't know it was garage originally because that's why I suggested a suspended ceiling. But yeah, in the garage, I don't think a suspended ceiling is going to work, especially if he's doing things like metalworking, because the dust from the grinding and welding is going to eventually get up into the tiles and just make a real mess. Three laborers in this, and to see. I believe what Christos is saying is a sweet thing. There is one Leo I still would like to try to bend my fences with because she is knowledgeable, and that is Blazing Leo. If I could just get Blazing Leo to just come by and just talk to in the side chat or DM me, so I could try to mend fences with Blazing Leo. She's knowledgeable. I mean, she's outspoken, yes. Very much like Hecate, but maybe not as extreme. But Blazing Leo, because I miss her. I miss her. Because, I mean, with her, you got two different viewpoints. They're kind of similar, but they are different enough that, that it gives an interesting, viewpoint. Tiffy, I try to be safe all the time. I try my best to stay out of trouble. But honestly, I'm going to be honest when I say this. And even though it makes me cringe so much, sometimes on YouTube, you gotta be willing to step into some unpleasant situations. It's not because you like it. It's because it's what's out there. You gotta cross that minefield. You don't like it. You don't like the fact that you're gonna be blown to smithereens. But you got to. If you just sit there behind the DMZ and you don't do anything, you're not gonna grow. Noodles is right about that, but I don't want to get blown up either. So for me, I'm trying to find what works. So for me, I'm taking a chance. But Noodles kind of suggested that I have to. I mean, let me just reason I don't like drama. Every time I get involved with drama, here's what happens. It's so emotionally exhausting that at the end of the show, I flop down on my mattress and fall asleep. Emotionally drained when I deal with drama. And then in my dreams, I'm having peaceful, happy dreams of... I don't really want to say anything about rainbows and unicorns because that's not exactly what they're like, but they're like, it's like my brain is taking out the garbage. Don't worry about what he said or she said. Just fuck it. Just unwind, let it go like a big fat after you had a couple burritos, That's kind of what my brain does mentally. It just farts them out. It has no choice. As a fifth density, I cannot sit there and basically hold on to it forever. Because when I do, it's like this. And then the casualty rate is ridiculous. That's one of the reasons I've always felt that was important to just quietly let out the air a little bit here and there. Yeah, the streaming is hard as jobs. But you know what? For YouTubers, this is kind of more extreme than what happens even in Hollywood. Carmen Miranda, I didn't even have to deal with this. 20th Century Fox turned her into a locale, right? But she still had a manager. She still had, other actors and actresses that helped support her even though she was a leading role in many of her movies, right? But look what happened in the end. She fell apart. And that's one of the reasons why Carmen is concerned that Michelle needs to be careful not to fall apart, because it's even more competitive now than it was back then. Because she's the manager, she's the producer, she's the director, she's the publicist. She's going out there, she's interviewing people, and for people like many Virgos, or even semi-Virgos, they can only deal with so much before their brain goes, I can't handle anymore. No. But you know what? The thing is I still truly do this show because I love being so positive energy. I don't know why you removed that comment. It's actually an honest comment. It said of all the jobs I've had, live streaming has probably taught me the most about people, which is true. And what happens is for most YouTube channels, they the content provider can only handle it for so long before they become unglued. That's, again, why you need to have a therapist on speed call, especially if you're a drama channel. You are out there, and many of them don't do a regular scheduled show like I do. But if you do, okay, then you know that from 10 until 1, you're dealing with this. Okay? You're in it. Okay? Sometimes I end at 12 noon because, well, sometimes I don't have enough to say. But I am going to speak on this behalf. But after a few years of that, every day, Monday through Saturday, and then doing the Sunday night Silver Moon radio program, and then Lemmy does her show on Sunday at 3 o'clock, which is the only show I do. You know, you and I have been wondering if you should try a second show. Yeah, we could do a second show. I'm thinking about that. But unlike you, I'm not trying to really grow my channel that fast. I can't be monetized anyway, so I have nothing to gain by trying to grow my channel that way. I really don't. I don't know where is one of our mods. I don't know why he deleted that. It really wasn't even an offensive comment. Maybe he did it by mistake. Well, I wouldn't worry about it. Mistakes happen. People's fingers slip. No, it happens a lot on YouTube. I think, as far as content creators go, the other thing is YouTube is even worse than Hollywood. Because Hollywood, as I said, you got a support staff. You got managers, you got publicists, but then what are you defending against? Paparazzi? The media? The media, like magazines, newspapers, TV shows, like Entertainment Tonight, A Current Affair, other things like that, right? YouTube, you don't really got that kind of protection because every minute you open your mouth, you go live, you're exposing yourself to undisciplined paparazzi. I'm going to use a Hollywood term, even though it's not exactly accurate, but why not, right? Paparazzi. They come out, right? They're looking for the equivalent of the National Enquirer, the Star, the National Inquisitor, the Onion, right? They're looking for content to dig up on you. And they do. And then other channels come out and they start doing gossip channels. Oh my goodness. Here and the latest dirt. Michelle Marie Tony is going to be on Hecate's channel on Thursday at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Oh, is she going to get roasted alive like a hot dog on a barbecue? No, it will not be a hot dog on a barbecue because the minute she turns on the damn gas is when I'm going to basically go, I'm out of here. Okay? I'm willing to give her a shot. It doesn't mean that she's going to, I'm not going to allow her to cook me on like a hot dog on a barbecue. That's not going to happen. Okay. Canada's pretty close to Minnesota anyway, so as far as I know, getting a permanent visa in Canada is necessarily that hard. No, it depends on the Canadian immigration laws. Yeah, it does depend on that. Chris Bliss said, one time Mr. T made me a mod and I was blocking everyone with my phone in my pocket. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It happens. I try really hard not to do that. I've done it too. My phone has slipped in my hands and all of a sudden I hit hide comment. And then I'm like, oops, I didn't mean to hide the comment. It wasn't the wrong comment. And then I end up going unhide. So for the content creators on YouTube, like I said, it's harder for us than it was for Carmen Miranda. She really, compared to me, she had it easier. However, she also ran a clothing making site as well. She made clothing line. In addition to her acting on stage and dealing with the fact that 20th Century turned her into a locale. Sure, she was one of the best paid Latinas, but dang it, she really got run out of town in August of 1955 when finally her heart just couldn't take it anymore. Her heart gave up because of a complication of a pregnancy. Because she finally was going to hopefully have a child, but it didn't work out for her. Is kind of sad, honestly. Yeah. And let's be honest, my channel is unique. It doesn't fit into the standard YouTube paradigm. I'm talking about the live shows. They really don't. Because there are a number of channels like mine on YouTube with people, neurodivergent people on the spectrum like me, is very slim. Because those people do not feel they can handle it. Those that have tried, people have done the equivalent to hang kick me signs on their backs. Oh, look at such a blankety blank person talking about stupid stuff. Oh, she's talking about how her beautiful plushies and her beautiful hair, or maybe he's talking about his beautiful padlock collection. Yeah, that's okay. And the thing is, if you're on the spectrum and you can handle it, congratulations, because that's so rare. It really is so rare. Thank you for the donation to him and Niels. Thank you very much. I mean, that's the reality.
Let's get them doorknobs up, index finger pointing up.
Absolutely. And by the way, I also like to remind you, if there are any other neurodivergent channels out there that I don't know of, which I'm sure there are a few, the ones that I know of mainly just do videos because it's easier for them. And because they don't have to feel like they're being ridiculed. But then there's a few like me with handicaps that say, I'm gonna go live. And we realize we're stepping into a snake pit. There's nothing we can do about it. Except put on good, stout, tough boots to help deal and protect ourselves from the snake's fangs. But we know that's the cost of being a live streamer on YouTube. Not even including the equipment cost, which is another issue altogether. Chris says, Chris Bliss Justin thinks that Warrior said that she's on the mend, doing good, and going on to his birthday party on November 29th. Well, that's cool. Let's see. So, as far as the people saying that I play the music I do in Kick, specifically just to satisfy the audience, Sometimes I do. Not all the music is because I like it. I mean, Silver Moon is supposed to be based program on a little bit of everything, from different kinds of genre music to which doesn't always agree with my stomach, but I mean, last time I played rap music, I mean, I puked my guts up. Actually, you shit your brains out, but yeah, you did puke up your guts too once. Because I can't handle rap. But you know what? That's what I did promise I was going to give it a shot. But my intestinal tract just couldn't handle it. And that's just reality. So, what is a content creator supposed to do? That's the question. If you're going to try to grow your channel, you're competing with a whole bunch of channels that some of them, actually a good portion of them, are drama oriented. Because they get clicks, they get views. I'm not going to be a drama channel. I don't want to be a drama channel. I don't want to be that. It's emotionally and physically exhausting for me to do that, to sit there and have to. I couldn't handle it. But sometimes that's what you gotta do if you're gonna make it on this platform. I mean, you could be. A lot of people in the spectrum do this, and here's what they do: they start a YouTube channel, but then they don't really promote it, and so they keep the subscriber count like under 1,000. Right? They don't got the watch hours. They don't get the subscriber enough for the subscriptions. And some of them feel pretty good about that. But others, like me, says, look, I want to do a little more than just exist. I want to give something to the community, but I want people to know I exist. After all, what's the point of having a YouTube channel if no one goes to you? Before I went live, starting in 2015, I didn't have the subscribers. I didn't have the views. I didn't have anything. I would just do a video like every 1-2 videos a day, and that would be about it. Sometimes I wouldn't do a video for a few days between, because I'd be sitting there doing my own thing, watching videos to see what other people were thinking about, while quietly making notes about, gee, should we cover this topic? Do you think this would be a good thing to cover? Like survival and all this stuff. Sometimes it worked out well. Sometimes it didn't. So what do you think? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean when I ask that question. I'm actually being straight out honest with you guys. Majority of you have been with me for at least a few months. You know this. You've seen my show. You've seen where my show goes, what my show does. What do you think is the best solution? I can't see myself going back to living behind a brick wall. I can't see that. Living in a gated community where I never tell anybody about my shows, never talk to anybody at all. But that's not going to work. Exactly, Tiff. You've been here a while. You've seen the show as it is. Chris Bliss has been here a while. Majority of you have been. Okay? And you've also seen the other kind of contents on YouTube. I'm talking about the live stream contents. Videos, yeah, we can talk about that later. But the videos are a little bit less stressful. Because with a video, like I explained before, you create the content, You come up with the topic. You have a guideline. You have the topic in mind. For example, okay, let me give you an example. Let's say I wanted to do a video on proper cleaning a vinyl album, which is its own lightning rod thing altogether. By the way, this record is not a print. I would have to reissue this again. But like I was talking to Hecate, she doesn't suggest reissuing this because she said, really, Michelle, the likeliness anyone's going to buy this is like slim to none. She's right. I haven't sold a lot of those. But so if I did a video on cleaning records and talking about proper record care, it's a topic, it's a subject. You got an outline, you got a guide. What you want to do, you want to display how it's talked about, how it's done. That's easy. No problem. You're not interacting with an audience there. It's just a video. You get comments. You talk to them about the comments. Kill Dude said, I'm lucky that streaming itself turned into a special interest for me because I imagine it's not nearly fun otherwise. Well, just remember one thing for content creators, especially on the spectrum. Streaming is difficult in some cases, depending on the severity of the person's mental disabilities. For example, I have physical eyesight problems as well as hearing problems. So, as well as Asperger's. So I have to deal with 3 different disabilities, like juggling up 3 balls in the air. You know, I have to get real close to read the chat. That's where my back can hurt because you have to bend down like this to read the chat. Then when I still want to give you some eye contact, then I have to get up and put my eyes up here so I can see you. Then I have to read over here. How can I show this without potentially giving away my... Well, since you got to close the panel anyway. Yeah, let me just close the panel. Yeah. Make sure I'm behind this on the screen so I can show you what I'm talking about. Just the hell of it. I'll just put up, I'm going to just return to the home screen just so I can show this and not give away any panel link. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Okay, just so you understand it. Since I closed the panel, you won't see one of the closed captions on the screen. When we are on the screen, you got the Google Meets panel right over here. Okay, normally on the top here, Google Chrome will have the closed captions on the screen here. Okay, you got the chat over here on the side that you're reading. Then I look up that camera up there on the wall so you can see me. Okay? While I'm watching this panel over here that shows me how the show is doing, statistic-wise. While occasionally checking my Discord panels and other things in the background. That's a lot of work to keep up with all that. And my eyesight is 2400. 2400. And yet I do this every day. I'll talk to you soon, Tiff. I hope you have a nice day too. Yeah, the infamous night shows. Lumi wants to try some of those. Yeah. Only thing is which days. I do one on Sunday. Maybe I could do a Silver Moon radio show. That's right. We still got the Sunday night on Silver Moon, Saturday night and Wednesday on Silver Moon. It's not really working out though for Wednesday. Silver Moon is just not working. It's not bringing in the viewership with the old time radio shows. No, it's not. But that was an experiment anyway. Yeah, a lot of people do that. They just go when they feel up to it, right? I thought about doing that too. I have done a few that way that have been a mixed bag as far as people go, and that's why I remind people nicely. Although YouTube has got to make sure to give them out the notifications in a timely manner. I saw people are getting notifications from 3 weeks ago. I got some from 3 weeks ago from my own channel. And from comments from 3 weeks ago that I finally received notifications of. Why? Tell me that notifications from 3 weeks ago. That's like selling me stale old bread. No one's gonna want that, especially live shows. That's the problem with live shows. They don't have any shelf life. They don't, because they're like pastries. You gotta enjoy them while they're fresh out of the oven. You can't wait 3 weeks later to watch a show from 3 weeks ago. It's just not gonna go. You know. How you doing, Flippity Mojo? How's it going today? Yeah, I know we're running a little longer than normal. No one's on the panel right now. I just closed the panel. But I mean, hit Michelle up on her Discord and she can give you more tips. Yeah. And I will suggest one thing, if you can, is have at least one show a week that's at a regular scheduled time. It wouldn't hurt to have that. And don't be afraid to talk to anybody. Because so many people block the Discord link, I'm going to just, Patrick, so I'm just going to copy this. Copy that. Paste it. And I'll send it to Doge Girl directly too, just so you see. D-O-G. Oh, it's D-O-P-E. Okay. Just join the Discord. That's another thing. Since tonight is the Discord panel, let's not forget that. So that means, let me explain how this means. When you come onto the Discord for the panel, we don't show the panel on the screen because it could be like Wild West in there. And somebody could come in there in commando. You know what I'm saying? Naked? Yeah. So I don't want to have my channel terminated because somebody's deciding to show their naked self. But, so we don't show the panel, Discord much, very, at all. But sometimes, once I know that people are kind of behaved, I will occasionally slip a scene in or two of it. And, alright, thank you very much. And I hope that, other people, I hope you'll join. You get to know my Discord. It's going to be pretty good. It's tonight's Saturday night. Also, somebody asked me, do you use edibles on Saturday night? I do, because I don't have to worry about being too messed up in the morning, because I get up later in the morning. She takes about 12 and a half milligrams. Yeah. It's only the time of the week that she does it. Because for the night show, she can do it because it's not going to badly affect her the next day. But if it was during a weekday, she will not use edibles or any kind of Mary Jane products because she has to get up early in the morning the next day. So having the equivalent of a hangover is not exactly something she wants. Speaking of which, yes, I remember when you used to drink wine. Oh my God, did I not forget? I passed out. Lumi took over. I had to. You're no commission to walk out of the bed into the bedroom, dragging your heavy foot behind me. It's not exactly fun. No. Yeah. Just say hi to everybody. We want to really grow our Discord too, but let's make sure we understand one thing. Just for the new people that want to join the Discord, please be respectful. We will verify you as fast as we can for at least verified viewer. But if we observe you and we see that you're doing things that are harmful, you will have you'll become unverified. So if you were gold and then you become white again, then you know that you obviously had made a mistake. Glad to be here, YouTube moderator. Okay. Be sure to say hi so we can verify you. Yep. Mojo says, I like the Saturday night shows. Mojo, I'd love to have you come on the panel. You know, I keep asking you to join the Discord. Yeah, I like the Vela delicious red wine. It would last me a while, like 6 weeks. And I wasn't limited just to glass. That's the problem. I would go like 3 or 4 glasses, 5 glasses sometimes at night, and I would be so plastered that because I'm a predisposed alcoholic, because my father was an alcoholic, my brother was an alcoholic, my sister was an alcoholic. You can guess what I am. Yes. And I said, no, absolutely not. I don't want to become that. I don't want to have to live my life for an alcohol container. I don't want to. That's why I decided not to get in too much into the drinking. That's why after Lummy's birthday, I called it quits. Although I did have some very dry red wine with noodles at that one restaurant. That was really dry. Well, everybody, I want to say thank you for coming up. Please do not forget to put a like in the like jar. And for the new people, please do not forget to turn on the notifications. Tonight's show starts at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. And I'm looking forward to seeing you guys come up on the Discord. The Discord panel is technically open all day long. You can go in there anytime in the lounge. Anytime. And you can talk to people. And so you're not limited to wait to 7 o'clock at night on Saturday. You can go in there right now. I'm sure there's somebody in there. 9 times out of 10, there's somebody in there. So you can go over there and start talking, have a good time. And Mojo, I'm not gonna find out the hard way. I've already made a commitment to myself. And I'm going to stick by my commitment. Just as Brad has been making strong dedications to remain in his recovery and his sobriety, I'm also very thankful that Brad has also done the same thing. And just a reminder, Brad, congratulations for your efforts. Thank you very much. Look at all that. Also, for those of you who are new to my channel, look at all the playlists I have. Some of them are interesting. Some of them may not interest you. Most of the time, except for 1 year, 2012 doesn't have a playlist. I thought about trying to find one for 2012, but I realized that it would be a lot of work to get all the videos in the 2012. But if you want, I just created my own playlists. Yeah. So my channel, because there's so many videos that YouTube doesn't always show all the really old ones. Yeah. Yes, I think you're doing a good job. Well, right now, I'm going to get ready to wrap it up. Let's get the blessings in. Absolutely. May all of you have a happy and safe day. Be excellent to one another. Be positive. Help people feel good about themselves. Help your neighbors. Be a friend. Amen to that. Also, don't forget, I love you. Michelle loves you. Mother God loves you. Father God loves you. Angels and the saints love you. Do and be good to your neighbors, like she said. And maybe you can make a difference in someone's life and make somebody's life a little extra sweet today. Do a favor for the community. Do a favor and help them. Because in the end, it helps you too. The service is over. Time to go. Peace, kind, love, and don't forget the party on, dude. And we'll see you tonight at 7 o'clock. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys.
Michelle and Maria Lumi, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In the summer's embrace, she finds her way. Twisting and turning, she won't let things sway. With love for the music and fire in her soul, she dances through life, her heart in control. She won't give